happy Wednesday. As always, I am iiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, mystics, and the mojo on Radio for the Cosmos 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. It's Wednesday, November 12th, 2025, and the day is vibing on a 5 daily numerology. And that is a day that is a number sacred to Oshun on Oya's day, or Joriru, day of confusion, day of the winds, to just blow out the house and taste some of the honey all in the air. And it is the 8th Wednesday of autumn equinox, 4th of Scorpio season. And tonight the moon is still waning in my house, last quarter in Leo. So release the fear of sweet transformations. That's the vibe I get from that. We can be really vigilant, really, good with being in survival mode, fight or flight mode, especially with all the madness going on in the world today. But do you still know how to be equally as vigilant at allowing your life to be sweet? There's some balance for you. Anyways, if you've been listening since 12 o'clock a.m., then you started out with some third eye sleep meditation, all the way up into 6 a.m. with your cosmic weather forecast. Then we had the rising Bimbe to Oya before we got to your exotic mothers of old school R&B song. Here's what you get each and every Wednesday that you tune into rotation 3 of the Mothership's 7 orbits. Wednesdays, Mercury, Uranus, purples, Iba Oya, Iba Nanaburu, maroons, exotic voices of the mothers. Welcome to Wednesdays on the Mothership, 222.9. Beam up. And we are back. Sipping a little bit of tea, wet my whistle a little bit. All right, so if you are listening or watching from Facebook, there's a player right there on this page where you can beam up, tune in, and jam out. If you're watching from TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, the link to beam up is in my profile. And we got a few things going on today on the orbit immediately following this broadcast. Stay tuned for the first episode of In the Whirlwind with Mama Tweed. And those of you who don't know who Mama Tweed is, Tweed Smith is the only female member to sing in the world-renowned group War. Yes, Low Rider War. Why Can't We Be Friends War. The World is a Ghetto War. And her blues album, Blues of All Nations, you can catch in my Monday and Wednesday rotations. But here on Wednesdays, because I consider her a walking whirlwind and a huge inspiration, she shares her story, her love, her light, her musical legacy, and so much more, just jam-packed in 30 minutes. So make sure you stay tuned immediately following this broadcast for In the Whirlwind with Mama Tweed. And I think that's all we've got going on today besides the 24/7 groove. And we've got availability for spiritual counseling sessions via the Mothership's Mentorship and Guidance Hotline at 314-200-0368. Speaking of, I'll be right back with your Wednesdayly Open Book Oracle message for my Eclectic Collective. This is 222.9 the Mothership, and here's what's going on today in the orbit. Don't make me land a tornado where I could have been a cool breeze. Oya, the Uranus collection, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutiq. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. And we are back. So today's oracle is my Mayan oracle. I like this deck because it's an introspective tarot deck. It helps a lot with inner work and it recommends healing stones, herbs, meditations, and mudras. I love it. So today's question is, how do we incorporate the sweetness in our lives just as fiercely as we did our survival mode tactics? Iba Ariwa, Kusu, Ilauro, Iwaru, Shay. Just kind of shuffle a couple of times before I split the deck. Adventurer's quest inverted, complex stability upright. Starseeds, time travelers, light workers, root workers, earth angels. Stop making it so hard on yourself. Indecision is a major thing that can be a block. And with the adventurer's quest inverted, some of you may not be fully embracing the fullness of your journey. And that can cause a complex in your stability when you're still trying to be 3D, still trying to fit in with the normal folks, knowing damn well you're not. And what the spirit is giving me is the word crazy. Many people want to try to prove that they're not crazy, but when you are in the wrong crowd, you're going to look crazy. Do you know how crazy an eagle looks hanging out in a chicken coop? So when it comes to the adventurer's quest, first and foremost, you're going to have to make up your mind, because that's a big fat crossroad right in the middle of the light or the lens or your perspectives on living right now. And this is how many light workers get stuck in the fourth dimension. Not quite at the 3, but not quite at the 5. Don't get stuck in the tube now, because with complex stability showing up, that means that you have to be able to, how do I put it, wear many hats, shape shift in and out of many energies. And you do that. I had to go ahead on and turn the page because two cards wasn't enough. Akbal showed up on the east hand with mystical power on the west hand. Now, Akbal talks about going deep within the abyss of yourself, which is why the card is black. So if you are finding some complexities in yourself that are a challenge, it's time to go back inside of the womb of yourself in order to straighten those things out. Because what do all of us do before we are born physically? We spend 9 months in the darkness of our mother's wombs. That's where our organs and bones and everything gets developed. Well, the same thing happens in the spirit. So you may need to take some time within to uncover more of your mystical powers or to get more comfortable with the ones that you already have. That way, the complexity of your stability becomes a fun thing. And when you spend some more time in the dark, your life purpose is made a lot more clear. And that's where the Adventurer's Quest card can turn back upright. Ashe. At the bottom of the deck, realm shift. You do the math. There's my general message. Should you need a personal read or just to shoot the proverbial shit with someone who's just as much of a Martian as you are, then give me a call at the Mothership's Mentorship and Guidance Hotline at 314-200-0368. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and here's what's going on today in the orbit. Beam up. Flavorful, elite, divine guidance and wisdom, broken down to the practical to bring Oya's change into your life for the better. Call 314-200-0368. That's 314-200-0368 for spiritual mentorship and guidance readings by iiiYansaje Muse. All proceeds go to 222.9, the Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. And we're back. I gotta get back on up to the Mothership, cook up more music, mystics, and mojo. And today's channel song is from the songstress Anita Baker with Soul Sensation. I love that song. See you babies tonight on the forecast. This is 222.9 the Mothership. Beam up. You know what makes orbits so fascinating? They move very, very fast, yet appear to be moving very slow. Actually, orbits do both simultaneously. 222.9 the Mothership Internet Radio is a 24/7 orbit rotation of old school grooves, planetary funk, and mystic